I am Game Guy. It's time for more Let's Play Yoshi's Island, the No Score Challenge. We're moving on to our first castle level. This is where things start to get interesting, to say the least. Interesting, to say the very least. There's this whole deal with all these freaking buckets over here. You can hit them if you want, but all they do is give you coins, so, I have stopped caring. Also, that can happen, so you better keep moving. Otherwise, you know, bad things will occur. Now, you can actually, shoot the ceiling here to break open a shortcut. Well, it's not really a shortcut, you just kind of run across the top there. I ain't gonna do that, because I ain't no wimp. I'm gonna go ahead and just destroy Bert here. His name is Bert. He's a bouncy fella. I don't know. I really shouldn't be collecting these stars. It kind of goes against the nature of this game. Also, my cheat turned off. But it doesn't matter. I'm dead. Let's get this going again, as it turns out. Alright, that's much better. Let's jump correctly this time. I'm pretty sure I should have collected it there, but, you know, I didn't, and it's all good. It's all good. We got ourselves a middle ring, and it's time to move on to the second area of the level. The one that is here. The one that exists. You know, the one that leads to the second room of the level. You know, that's generally how area transitions work. Is like you go through one and then you appear somewhere else. It's generally a well-accepted thing. There are just all sorts of collectibles everywhere, but I don't want any part of them. I was slightly embedded with the pipe there. Also, we seem to have found ourselves a secret money room. Yeah! Yellow coins are delicious and not red. They are my favorite. I don't even really need all these, but I am compelled. I am compelled, man, to collect all of the things. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't. You also rarely get to see these enemies. Like, I don't know how common they are in this game. Anyway, this part is a fun time. Because we got ourselves a blarg friend under the lava there, and he wants to say hello. Also, there's some snazzy platforms. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah, that's a tricky part. It's a little bit tricky. I don't need you, you stupid cloud. I can just hover on over all by myself. I am a grown-up adult dinosaur. I don't need your hand-holding ways. I don't. Anyway, let's try being careful this time. Which is easier said than done, because this guy comes out if you take too long, and obviously, you know, you can shoot him with eggs if you want. That'll generally stop his advances. But, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. So, as far as version differences go, generally in the GBA version, you're gonna probably want to drop your score as much as you can before entering a boss room, just out of convenience. You can let this hit down to 0 and then jump through the middle ring to kind of, you know, get things going here. Reminder that my counter will not count up ever because of a hack that is in place. This is normally not how it's supposed to operate, but yep, I'm still on the baby side. I am not a baby Yoshi. I already stated that I am adult-sized. Alright, hit me with that magic. You're not hitting me with the magic. You're hitting that. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So bosses. Bosses are a fun time. As you recall, I need to get hit in order to lower my score down to 0 by the time the stage is over, which means I need to time it just right with the final hit. This is easier said than done on a lot of bosses. This guy is pretty tame, all things considered. I believe he takes 6 hits. This should be the 5th one right here. Once his pants are really low there, that's when you're gonna want to eject the baby. In the GBA version, you need to wait for like the 1, but the star counter actually goes down very fast here. I think I cheated just a tiny bit. But I mean, you get what I mean. You know, you need to basically try to hit him when the counter's at like 2 to 1, probably closer to 1, if at all possible. It's one of those things, you know. I will say that having this hack in place makes bosses an easier thing, and it's probably for the best anyway, because, like, failure to actually get a 0 on some of these stages costs quite a bit of time, because if you end up with, like, a 1 at the end, I have to reset the game and, like, redo the entire level. So that's fun. Still gonna have to do that in the GBA version. The game actually doesn't save your score until, like, you exit the score screen, I'm pretty sure. I don't know when it does it in this game. I never bothered to figure it out, but I'm pretty sure you can reset and be just fine. So, you know, in this level, you gotta watch out for these crazy donuts. Especially considering, like, you have no reason to go down into the lower area there. There's just all sorts of fun times down there, so I'm just gonna keep on hopping up here. Hopping on the donuts. These are some weird flat-top donuts for some reason. Although I will say, in this game, they seem a little bit more round than in other games. Like, other games, they're strictly just like a U shape, and that's it. A U shape with a flat top. Like, that's all that they are. And in this one, they're at least a little more rounded. The top is still kind of flat, but it, you know. This was my design review of donut blocks in this game. You can find me every Thursday at the Review Shack. That's not a place that exists, nor is it Thursday. Actually, wait, is it? It is Thursday. What am I talking about? I know all about what day of the week it is. Freaking heck, man. I just hope I upload this today, otherwise that conversation doesn't make any sense at all. Mr. Flower Man, please stop staring at me with an evil grin on your face. It's very rude. I would personally prefer if you did not do as such. We're coming up here on a part that is kind of tricky. Also, actually, in this version of the game, there's a slight difference here compared to the GBA version. I can just fall off because I missed my jump slightly. That's what the version difference is. No, like these red coins up here and the flower are actually spaced a little bit more apart in this version. In the GBA version, they're pretty close together, so, but this strategy should still work. Like, if you kind of hover and then immediately jump, you should be fine. You should be fine. You need to jump from, like, the lowest possible point here. Maybe not the lowest possible point, but, I mean, close to it. You know, because that coin is easy to pick up, surprisingly. I've picked it up many a time in my lifetime, and I have not enjoyed it. No, sir. No, sir. By the way, you're gonna want to keep an enemy here, especially, like, in the GBA version, because these are the last enemies in the level. So you better get used to the juggle. The juggle strategy is a thing that you need to do. Spit the dude up in the air and then catch them again with your tongue. That's how you do the juggle dance. It's a dance that I totally didn't just make up. But yeah, this is the end of the stage, so it is time. Hey, there's a cloud here. What's in you, cloud? Stars? I don't want that. Here's actually kind of a problem, because he hangs out on the right side of the screen. You need to wait just a tiny bit longer. So you can keep the 0 just a little bit longer, if that makes any sense. I don't know, it's a risky maneuver. Also, I forgot to mention it, but the toadies just kind of hang out at the top of the screen at the end, and they just kind of celebrate my victory. That's how I am going to, assume that they are doing. That just ended up being a sentence that I have no control of. My mind does not understand what is happening here anymore. I found a 1-up. It was delicious. Even though I didn't visibly eat it, I probably absorbed it into my mind. By the way, these flashing eggs are very dangerous. You gotta watch out for these guys, because you never know what could be inside them. Like, I don't know, nothing, because I missed. I'm sure I just angered anyone who has ever tried to 100% this game. because those flashing eggs are kind of a problem. However, I can just kind of ignore them. Also, freaking, after playing the GBA version so much, I forgot just how dark this game can get. It gets pretty dark. This part is a little bit tricky, because there's a bunch of coins there and a flower there. There's a few strategies you could do here, like you could throw a guy, like, up there and bounce off of him, but that's a little bit risky, because I've done that a few times, and I've accidentally collected the flower with the dude, so it's one of those things. You just gotta get used to making awkward jumps like that, because that's just what the name of the game is. Yeah, no, the game is starting to kind of be like, oh man, you better watch out, there's stuff around that you might accidentally collect. You don't want to do that. See, like, look, down there at all those prizes, I don't want any part of that. Get out of here. That was a very risky maneuver that I shouldn't have done, because obviously that could have been a collected thing. Can I go in that? I think I can. I think I can. I have no reason to, but I can do it. Oh man, hidden bonus room. Let's see how many coins that aren't red I can get. This is the mole transformation. The mole transformation lets you dig around as if you were in fact a mole. Truth is, Yoshi is not actually a mole. It's a sad existence he lives of not being a mole. It's a very sad existence. It's also a little bit clunky to control, because sometimes Yoshi just does not go in the way that you wish he would. Like, see right there, he did not go in the way I wish he would. We didn't get to see what was down there. Also, I'm just kind of nonchalantly just here. That's all I am, just here. Yeah. I'm really gonna try to show, like, a bunch of the bonus rooms, because I can. You know, I didn't really do that in the original LP, and it's just like, man, I don't have to worry about no stinky YouTube time limit anymore. I can just do whatever I want. See, look at all this stuff up here that I don't want. My goal is to get 0%, but maybe, just maybe, I could do a little bit of exploring. Why not? Why not? Baby Mario, get back here. Come back to your master. You need to be on my backside so that we may make good adventure times. Yeah, but this is the end of the level, though. Oh no! There are no enemies in this area with which to get hit by. Whatever shall I do? Oh, look at this pretty balloon. Ow. The pretty balloon bit me, guys. I'm sad about things that have happened as far as being bitten by balloons. I hate those biting balloons so much. They are probably my least favorite. Probably. It's one of those things that should be said. But anyway, we got ourselves another 0. We're moving right along. Moving right along. So that's 3 more stages down. Next time is when things get a little bit dicey, let's say. Dicey is a good word. I like it. Let's take a look at those scores briefly. Look at those zeros. They're nice. Sure would be a shame if that got ruined. Sure would be a shame. Anyway, I'll see you later, and goodbye.